Alright guys, so in this gameplay clip, my teammates are absolutely throwing the game. Now I'm not talking about them just misplaying or making a little poor life choice, poor decision making, because everyone does that. I do that. Even in this clip, I do that. But what I'm talking about is a fundamental misunderstanding of something that's really, really important. So we're going to talk about that. Now for context, in this clip, we'd just been full held, and so it was going to be I guess not quite full hold. We had 65% capture percentage, but it was going to be a tough hold to get this map. So, I'm going to talk through what is going on just in this situation, and then I'm going to talk about what happens when it gets really, really important. So I'm trying to hold this top right here, and it's very, very important to hold this space just because of the fact that that's where they will get a strong angle on your team. Now, unfortunately, when 5 people walk into you, you kind of can't do anything about that, and so you have to back up. Now, in this circumstance, we should have our team able to pressure this. We should have our team like applying a bunch of damage here, so I have to back up and I go right here, and we should be angling on them, but for some reason we let them walk through the main choke and the top left choke. And that, as a side note, is how you break this. You have people walk, like, to get the top left high ground, get that high ground area, and then have someone push through main at the same time. So we take the L on that. Things aren't looking hot, but I want to win this, or I want to draw. Actually, I do want to win this. We can win this. I do want to win this, so we keep going in. This is a ranked game I played earlier today, by the way, guys. So I go to protect A just because of how much more important A is. B can be diffused if you play it correctly. A is like, you have to perfectly max tier everything. Just because of the way that things work. Unlucky this guy pulled up on me. No. Oh no. But just the way that all the sight lines work, and the fact that you have to try and push and destroy, like, clear everything, essentially. Like, because what you really need to do in these circumstances to stop people from playing, or to be able to defuse, is just have like everything controlled. So if you're in a room, you need to push up and like stuff the choke point outside of the room or whatever, get these choke points locked down, and people can't really get through to stop it. But in this map, because like if the bomb is here in a normal situation, if you play further up and you stop them from being able to like get around a corner to see whoever's defusing or whatever, then that's how you stop them as a tank. You push all the way up, and really as a team you push all the way up. But in this map, you kind of can't do that because you have to deal with like this angle. You have to deal with all the way up here. There's a sniper through bottom, through top. There's people underneath you. There's like, yeah, it just doesn't happen. So on this map, if you can, whatever you do, just don't let them plant on A. Like I said, if they plant on B, it's okay. All you have to do is get the high ground above you. Get the high ground above you and then stuff those 2 chokes and you're okay. So you're going to see me a lot here, just like sometimes intentionally taking awkward fights, like letting my team take fights when I'm not there, just so I can take care of this objective. Just because I know, like, if they plant, we are probably going to lose. Like, that's just kind of how that goes. If they plant, we lose. So that's why I'm really, really marking this. And like, it feels kind of weird, but it's honestly like good gameplay. Like, yeah, I see there's a bunch of people here, and so I'm like, all right, you know what? It's time to try and take a fight. But I go for this ultimate, or I go for this health back here, and I see we're winning the fight, and then immediately I go check A. Like, when I was going up there, I was kind of like, I need to go check A, just because, yeah, they might plant on B, but we're fighting them. We'll be able to push back and beat them. Because it's just so much easier. See, no one's there, and then it's time to go back into the fight. But you're going to see me pretty quickly go check again. Yep, as you can see, I'm already heading down. I'm already like, oh, hey, hello, man. There you are. And then immediately into trying to stop him. So just as you can see, consistently marking it, it's really, 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 really important. Get that kill. We're looking at a minute and a half left. Things are looking kind of okay. Like, this is looking winnable, Also, by the way, you can block the damage from gun tank's ultimate with their shield of SAZABI. So if you just look directly at it, it'll block the damage. If you like look to the angle a little bit to the side, it won't. You have to be kind of careful about that. It's like, do it perfectly. Again, just marking that. And that's why I like playing in this sort of area right here. Like, yeah, maybe it's not like the perfect high ground and situation to play in, but it lets me see a lot of areas. And it also would let me dive onto the high ground out, like all the way, all the way back main here, if they did all push A. Now things are looking really good, we have only a minute left to hold. We can do it. We can win this. I'm feeling it, guys, right? I'm making sure to use my enemy search here to mark them so people really know they're there. I should be using my ping still, but I haven't like, the key bindings are awkward for me, so I haven't really gotten used to it. But I will. I put it on the right key, so now I can actually do it, and I'm gonna use my thumb to do it. All right, guys, now things are looking really, really good. 20 seconds, right? Oh, okay, they're over here fighting us. We're gonna go, you know, I'm gonna go mark this high ground, make sure it's okay. And then, yeah, I get a hyper hammer to the face. I could have, let me see. I could have, no, I actually couldn't have. I was just dead there. I could have tried to like wait a little bit and then dash past, because it usually will let you dash straight across, but that character's busted. Hyper hammer's insane. I played a game of RX-78 earlier, and just like, whenever I see a SAZABI, I just toss him out from range. So in this circumstance, if you guys are my teammates, what do we do? Whatever you do not die, and all you have to do is stop whoever plants, right? There's literally 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, this guy starts dropping down. Well, gun tank over here needs to wait till this guy starts planting, and he needs to go in hard, and he needs to do whatever it takes to stop that guy from planting. But he doesn't. He just kind of stands on the side and then walks off and dies because his priorities are off. Now, I do make a mistake here. I went in just because I felt like we do have a spawn advantage, and I felt like we probably weren't going to be able to get a good group anyway, because people tend to not group up in ranks. So I was like, you know what, let's push this. I push this guy out here. I get locked into the animation of the tomahawk. Really, I was like just planning on doing it, and I got pulled up on by like 4 people. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pushed that far. However, here is where things go bad. And this is what the whole point of this whole story is. And I want you guys to pay a lot of attention to this for your own games. It's really, really important. Do not defuse until everybody on the enemy team is dead, or you have no choice, or there's a very clear opportunity. However, in this situation, there's not a clear opportunity. What you're going to see right here, I just died. We have one person coming back. So it's like, I don't really know, like a 2v5 or something like that. Sorry, 4v5. Well, there's like 3 people here. And one of our guys decides to try and disarm the charge, right? So instead of like pushing up and starting to pump damage in their back, because it's melee Zaku that did it, he starts trying to defuse. And because of that, he has to use it to survive. Now he doesn't have that. So again, we get a kill. Nice. There's 1, 2, 3, what is that? 4, 5 of us coming in. Nice. I'm almost back. But we try to defuse. We have 13 seconds left. It'll go into like an overtime. And so what happens here is we see our gun tank right here. It's really hard to tell, but gun tank is trying to defuse. Well, gun tank gets down now. And so instead of just helping his teammates to kill these people over here, which are now like damaging our Zaku melee and whatever this is, like I said, it's really hard to tell. And so our gun tank dies because of that. And now it's too late. So then our Zaku melee's like, oh no, I gotta go get this now too. And then he dies. It might be a Marsai, actually, but it doesn't matter. And then he dies, right? And so we're looking at a situation where this has been the 3rd time people have tried to defuse instead of just killing the people around them, man. It's not like we're playing in a coordinated stack where I'm like, all right, Jim, me on SAZABI, we're going to shield you. We're going to have our Zaku melee stand on top of us and use his armor. Whatever, you know, like, Metis, go defuse, right? Like, no, that's not what this is. This is ranked. You need to kill everybody, and you need to do that in a coordinated environment too. Kill everybody in the enemy team first. There's only 2 people alive, man. These people would all be dead, and we would have won if they just tried to do this. So yeah, I should have like gone for this guy right here probably, but I go for the SAZABI, kill him, and at this point, it's like now it's too late, and I just barely don't defuse. You know? So 2 key takeaways from this video. The first one, don't defuse too early. Everybody in the enemy team needs to be dead. You need to push up as far as you can, push them off, fight them away from the point so that they don't, like if you can stuff a group of enemies away from the point where they can't even see the bomb, then you can get a defuse. But yeah, and that's the first thing. Do not defuse early. We did it 3 times in this and we lost because of it. And when you're in a situation where they're planting in overtime, or your team or like one of your buddies is trying to defuse in overtime, do whatever it takes. Like this guy here should honestly just like, he should either just come over here and start pumping damage in this RX-78 trying to distract him. Really what he should do is he should dump on top of this and survive and try and block some damage on me. But neither of the above happens, so take the fat L. Unlucky. If you're looking for some more Gundam Evolution videos, then make sure to check out my mobile suit guides. I made one for all original to 14 mobile suits, and I did a Should You Main guide series also, covering the same mobile suits and talking about whether you should actually main them in Gundam Evolution or not.